Today is Sunday the 3rd of March. It seems that everybody knows what it's like to be autistic, even the so-called medical profession. But only one person on the planet knows what it's truly like to be autistic, and that's the autist himself or herself. Even autists themselves can't pontificate. They think they'd be in the best position to do that. Why can't they? Aren't they the experts? Well, yes and no. They're certainly able to put their case, describe their life, their ups and downs, their history, and so on. But what you have to realise is that for each of them, this is a deeply intimate form of sharing, which you, the audience, are privileged to get. That's because each of them is truly unique, whereas the members of the neurotypical class are arguably not. And I'll come back to this a few points. Autists are a literal bunch. They believe anything. And they're a salesman's wet dream, in fact. Another point, autists are collectors. They'll collect anything. They collect very strange things. They're not like ordinary collectors. And they tend to be not hobbyist collectors, but obsessive collectors. So there are lots of these strange points to be made about autists, and they've been used to define them by the so-called medical profession and to create some kind of badge to pin on them. So it seems you can define an autist. But can you describe what it's like to be an autist? Hello, my dear friends, and welcome to the Autistic Chronicles. I'm Peter, I'm 75 and I'm autistic. If you like this channel, please push the like button. Please give it a thumbs up. I want to talk about how being autistic is truly indescribable. This is a matter that is very puzzling to neurotypical people who may be described as those around us who want to control everything. Neurotypicals out there may not like this. It's the control thing, you see. It will create in their brains cognitive dissonance, which is that strange feeling you get, maddening feeling you get, when two thoughts arrive at the same musical chair at the same time. Neurotypicals hate cognitive dissonance. It's not something they can deal with, and it means that they have to make a decision and settle for something. The bright ones will end up looking clever because they will have invented a way of getting out of the situation. Their solution typically will stand the test of time. In other words, it will eventually be superseded. That's the test of time. The solution will also stand the test of space. In other words, it will get replaced. That's inevitable. Autists, on the other hand, love it when that happens to their brain, because it means it signals an opportunity to create something beautiful. Beautiful means timeless and irreplaceable, like a work of art. Perhaps I should make it clear that I think that everything that autists do is a work of art, right down to the smallest activity, no matter how meaningless it may appear. Usually autists don't know this. Usually they're unaware that they are autistic. Like neurotypical people, the cognitive dissonance hurts their brain. Their solution is to try to pass, get by, like all the neurotypical people around them, just to get by and make it to a place of peace. They've got to get back to their place of peace because they know that the world will slap them down if they don't get out of the way. It's inevitable. So even if they don't know they're autists, these people who are different, they do know that they're living on a knife edge. One slip, and they can be cut out by society or their so-called friends and associates. Those who do slip can end up in institutions, being relegated, cut off, shunned, branded as outcasts, and wind up without friends and depressed. This is a not uncommon picture for autists. I began by saying that the autistic life was indescribable. But hang on, you're saying, surely we know exactly what autistic life is. We've worked it out. We know that autists are stupid, inept, slow on the uptake, nerdy, embarrassing, diseased, unemployable, and in need of fixing. That's a pretty damn good description, wouldn't you say? Well, not really. Most autists are very bright people, and they're natural stars when given a chance. They can fit in anywhere if they know what they have to do to fit in. They're quick to put their finger on a problem and work out a solution to it. They display accuracy and precision. A lot of people don't like that. They are uniquely and eminently suited for employment requiring problem solving and creative abilities. They are not in need of fixing. They are complete as they are. But hang on. Didn't I start off by saying that autists were indescribable? Yes, but I was talking about what it's like to be an autist on the inside. And for that, I have a word that everybody knows. Anxious. Anxiety is what happens to neurotypicals when things get a bit rough. Their solution is to take the day off, take a holiday, go to Bora Bora, go to a party, get pissed, and so on. Anxiety is what happens to an autist when he or she is born. The solution is rest, sleep, meditation, appropriate diet, alone time, perhaps medication, if that's necessary, and stimming with an instrument. Being a musician is stimming. I know because I played music for a long time, still do. It's fantastically relaxing, even if the neighbours don't like it. I realise I've introduced a lot of topographical data. I'm going to come back to this in future videos. So there it is. I wish to acknowledge all of the neurodivergent people who've made videos for your edification and enlightenment. I admire them all tremendously, and I'll acknowledge them all individually if I mention their work. These are truly courageous people. They go out of their way to share themselves with you. Again, if you thought this video was useful, please like and share. Consider subscribing. It's free and it helps the channel develop. Eventually, I'll get used to this and I'll smile more. I love you.